Have you ever walked into a room, smiled at someone with kindness, spoke with respect, only to be ignored? Have you ever tried to help people, supported them when they were down, but when you needed someone, no one showed up? Have you ever asked yourself, why do people treat me this way? Why do I not get the respect I deserve? If you felt this, you're not alone, and I promise, you will never feel like this again if you listen closely today. Welcome to Wisdom of Sparks, where we uncover ancient truths, Buddhist wisdom, and powerful Zen stories that heal your heart and awaken your soul. And today, I'll tell you exactly what to do so that no one ever disrespects you again. But here's the twist. We're not going to talk about shouting louder. We're not going to talk about revenge or fake confidence, because that's not power. True power, the kind that makes people silently respect you, comes from inside. It's spiritual, it's peaceful, and it's unshakable. And today, I will share that secret with you. Stay with me till the end, because I'll also reveal a Buddhist story that changed millions of lives. A story that proves when you respect yourself deeply, the world has no choice but to bow down silently. Before we go deep into this powerful teaching, take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, close your eyes for just a moment. Visualize yourself standing tall, calm, and untouchable. People look at you not because of fear, but because of the stillness in your energy. They listen when you speak. They feel your presence without a single word. This is not a fantasy. This is the natural state of your being when you understand what I'm about to tell you. On this channel, Wisdom of Sparks, we go beyond motivation. We touch your soul. We speak the truth that nobody dares to say. So before we continue, if you believe you deserve respect, not just from others but from yourself, tap that like button right now. If you want more powerful teachings from Buddha, Zen masters, and spiritual warriors, hit subscribe and turn on that bell icon so you don't miss any light we spark here. And write this in the comments right now. Respect starts within. Let's build a circle of self-respecting, peaceful souls in the comment section. Your tribe is waiting. Now, let's go deeper. Let's get real. See, here's a brutal truth nobody wants to hear. People don't disrespect you because you're kind. They disrespect you because your energy tells them they can. Read that again. It's not about how many times you smile, how many people you help, how many good deeds you do. It's about your energy, your boundaries, your spiritual backbone. In the words of Buddha, you yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and respect. And when you don't live by this truth, you silently allow people to treat you like you don't matter. You become invisible, and people disrespect the invisible. What happens when you don't respect yourself? You say yes when you want to say no. You tolerate bad behavior because you're scared of losing people. You laugh at jokes that hurt you just to fit in. You become overly polite, overly giving, overly available. And you know what the world sees. A doormat, not a monk. But monks, true Buddhist monks, they walk in silence. They speak when needed. And they radiate a powerful calm, a presence that commands respect. People fear disrespecting a man of peace because that peace feels sacred. That's what we're going to awaken in you today. Not arrogance, not fake pride, but inner power rooted in ancient Buddhist wisdom. A moment of truth. Pause. Ask yourself, am I living in a way that shows I respect myself? When was the last time you said no and didn't feel guilty? When was the last time someone insulted you, and instead of getting angry or crying, you smiled silently because their words didn't enter your soul? That's the strength you deserve. And in this video, you'll get it. Stay tuned because coming up is a Zen story about a monk who got publicly insulted, but his one reply left the whole village speechless. That story will shift your mindset forever. But first, why Buddhist teachings matter in this journey. Let's be honest, most of the world teaches us how to be nice. They say, be humble, be giving, forgive quickly. And all of that is beautiful, but without boundaries, that becomes dangerous. You forgive someone 100 times, they hurt you 101 times. You keep giving and they keep taking. You smile and they mock your silence. So what does Buddhism teach? It teaches us to know who we are, to connect to the truth inside, to be so rooted in peace that people don't dare disturb our silence. This is not theory. This is a way of life. And starting today, you will learn how to embody it step by step. Coming up in the next section, We'll talk about the exact Buddhist perspective on respect, why some people walk through life unbothered, respected and peaceful, and why others are ignored, laughed at, or treated like they don't matter. We'll also go into how to become unshakable, how to master your reactions, how to gain self-respect so deeply that you'll never have to demand it from anyone else again. Final words for this section. You are not weak. You are not meant to be walked on. You are not meant to beg for attention or respect. Inside you is the soul of a peaceful warrior. And once you wake that up, through Buddha's timeless teachings, the world will treat you differently, not because they've changed, but because you have. This is just the beginning, my friend. Let's go even deeper in the next part. Part 3, problem statement. Why do people disrespect you? Narrator, let's talk about a bitter truth that many people don't want to accept. You can't control how people treat you, but you can control what you allow. Think about it. The friend who always talks over you, the family member who mocks your dreams, the colleague who never acknowledges your efforts. They didn't become like this overnight. It happened slowly, one moment at a time. One ignored comment, one fake smile, one "it's okay, I understand," until they started believing they could treat you however they wanted, and you would still stay. Let me ask you something personal. How many times have you stayed silent to keep the peace? How many times have you accepted someone's rudeness, only to go cry alone later? How many times have you bent backwards for someone, and they still acted like you were never enough? It hurts, doesn't it? You're not weak, you're not dramatic. You're just tired of pretending that kindness means being a doormat. But here's where it changes. Because Buddhism doesn't teach you to become cold or rude. It teaches you to become still, grounded, and unshakable. So let's shift the question. Instead of asking, why do people disrespect me? Let's ask, why am I tolerating it? And more importantly, what is my energy teaching others about how to treat me? You see, people don't always listen to your words. They listen to your energy. They learn how to treat you by observing how you treat yourself. And this is where Buddhist wisdom comes in like a sword of light. Part 4, Buddhist perspective on respect. Respect starts within. Let me take you to a simple, yet life-changing quote by the Buddha. As a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, so the wise are not moved by praise or blame. Pause and absorb this. People will praise you one day and insult you the next. They'll love you when you agree, and hate you when you set boundaries. They'll say you've changed the moment you stop being convenient for them. So the question is, will you let their words shake your peace? Or will you become that solid rock, unshaken, untouched, untouchable? Buddhism teaches us this. When you stop reacting, people start respecting. The louder you try to prove your worth, the more they ignore it. But the quieter you become, the more they listen. This is not silence of fear. This is the silence of power. And that silence comes from mastering 3 Buddhist principles. Let me walk you through them. Principle 1, mindfulness sati, mastering the moment. Imagine someone says something insulting to you. What's your first reaction? Anger, pain, defensiveness, explaining yourself. Now imagine this. You pause, you breathe, you look at them calmly, and you say nothing. In that moment, you just became bigger than their insult. That's mindfulness. Buddha taught that every reaction is a choice. If you don't control it, others will. The more mindful you become, the less predictable you are, and the more powerful you appear. Because people don't respect those who are emotionally weak. They respect those who are aware, calm, and clear. Principle 2, self-compassion metta for yourself. Loving yourself deeply. Here's something radical. The way people treat you is a reflection of how they see you treating yourself. If you constantly doubt yourself, apologize for everything, lower your voice, hide your truth, others will think that's your value. But if you wake up each day and remind yourself, I am whole, I am worthy, I am enough. I do not beg for respect, I embody it. I do not chase love, I radiate it. Something magical happens. You start walking differently, talking differently, holding eye contact, saying no without guilt, smiling without seeking approval. People feel that energy, and energy never lies. So how do you start? Sit in silence each morning for 5 minutes. Say a simple mantra. I respect myself, I honor my peace. I welcome only those who honor it too. Repeat that for 21 days. Watch how your outer world begins to reflect your inner strength. Principle 3, detachment viragia, stop seeking, start being. Buddhism doesn't say don't care. It says don't cling. You want people to respect you. Don't try to make them. Don't explain your worth. Don't prove anything. Don't beg them to understand your pain. Walk away. The moment you stop chasing, they start noticing. Because there's power in detachment. A person who doesn't need anything from anyone becomes the most powerful person in the room. A Buddhist story, The Angry Man and the Silent Monk. Let me now tell you a beautiful Zen story. One day, an arrogant man came to a Buddhist monk and started shouting. He said, "You are a fake. You sit here pretending to be holy, but you are just like everyone else." The monk sat in complete silence. This made the man angrier. He continued, "You hide behind your silence because you are weak." The monk still didn't respond. Finally, the man said, "Say something, defend yourself." The monk looked into his eyes and calmly said, "If someone offers you a gift and you refuse to take it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man was confused. The monk smiled gently and said, "I do not accept your anger, so it remains yours." And just like that, the man stood in silence. No shouting, no drama, just presence. That is the power of inner respect. When you stop accepting what doesn't belong to you, no one can disrespect you ever again. Final thoughts for this part. Listen closely. You are not here to be loud. You are here to be clear. You don't need revenge. You need alignment. You don't need people to like you. You need to like the person you see in the mirror. When you respect your own time, others stop wasting it. When you protect your peace, others stop disturbing it. When you stop begging for respect, the universe brings people who naturally give it to you. This is the path of the awakened soul. This is the essence of Buddhism. And this is your path now. Buddhism, Part 5, the Zen Story Deep Dive plus Teachings. Let me now take you deeper into that Zen story of the angry man and the silent monk. Because hidden in this story are powerful life teachings. The man who came shouting at the monk represents every person in our life who brings drama, noise, and negativity. These people want something very specific from you. They want a reaction. They feed off your frustration. They enjoy pulling your emotional strings. And when they see you get angry, upset, or hurt, they feel powerful. But what did the monk do? Nothing. He did not defend himself. He did not attack back. He did not try to convince anyone of anything. Why? Because he was operating from a place of self-respect and inner stillness. I do not accept your anger, so it remains yours. This one sentence is a Buddhist superpower. It teaches us this truth. Just because someone throws dirt at you doesn't mean you have to catch it. You see, people will always bring their own storms, but you don't have to let their weather enter your mind. So how do you apply this in your own life? When someone insults you, smile gently, say nothing. When someone spreads gossip, stay still, do not engage. When someone disrespects you, pause, breathe, protect your peace. Because if you can master the art of non-reaction, you become spiritually invincible. Part 6, Core Buddhist Principles plus Daily Actions to Build Respect. Now let's talk about how you can practice this Buddhist mindset in real life. Here are 5 daily actions based on Buddhist principles that will make sure you never get disrespected again. 1. Speak less, observe more. Buddha taught, the tongue is like a sharp knife. It kills without drawing blood. Every time you over-explain yourself or defend yourself too quickly, you weaken your position. Instead, practice silence. In meetings at home with friends, speak only when it adds value. Let your silence speak with confidence. Let your calmness speak of strength. When you speak less, people listen more. 2. Create emotional boundaries. Buddhist monks live with clear boundaries, not out of ego, but out of clarity. Learn to say no without guilt. Don't reply to messages immediately. Take your time. Protect your energy like it is sacred, because it is. You're not here to be available for everyone. You're here to be available for your peace. And when people feel that you value your time and space, they begin to respect it. 3. Practice stillness every morning. Wake up 30 minutes earlier than usual. Light a candle or incense. Sit in silence. No phone, no music, just breath. Ask yourself, who am I when no one is watching? Feel your own presence. The more you connect with yourself, the less you'll care about external noise. When your cup is full in the morning, no one can empty it throughout the day. 4. Don't argue ever. Arguments drain your power. They pull you into low-frequency energy. Remember this. A lion doesn't turn around when a dog barks. People who are loud, aggressive, or manipulative, they feed off arguments. Take away their food. Don't explain, don't defend, just smile and walk away. True respect is earned by those who master their peace. 5. Honor yourself first. This is the root of Buddhist self-respect. You don't get respect by demanding it from others. You get respect by honoring your own values. Don't lie to please others. Don't pretend to be okay when you're not. Don't shrink yourself for someone else's comfort. Every time you choose truth over approval, you rise. And the higher you rise in self-respect, the less people dare to disrespect you. Final message: Buddha never raised his voice, but the whole world still listens to his teachings. Why? Because his presence came from a deep inner stillness, a stillness you now have the power to awaken. So remember this, my dear listener from Wisdom of Sparks. You don't need loud words to gain respect. You need quiet strength. You don't need revenge, you need clarity. You don't need everyone to love you. You need to love your own peace. The day you stop explaining yourself and start living with integrity, that's the day the world will treat you differently. Not because they've changed, but because you have. So go ahead, light your incense, sit in silence, and begin your day with one powerful promise. Today I respect myself, and that's enough. Because once you do that, no one will ever disrespect you again. If this touched your heart, share this video with someone who needs it. Comment below, I choose peace over reaction. And don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom of Sparks, where we transform pain into power and silence into strength. See you in the next video. Peace, power, and presence to you.